XPEV. What is this? Well, it's EV vehicles, Chinese produced EV vehicles. And China's doing a cash for clunkers trade-in, Pete, where you can bring in your old vehicle. Maybe it's a stink pot. Maybe it's an EV that was one of the first generations, whatever. But they're giving you cash for that clunker, much as we did back in the day, Pete. And it's going to boost electric vehicle demand. That's certainly why we're seeing a lot of these EVs, China-based EVs for sure, moving from lower left to upper right now. They have a pure electric large 7-seat SUV, Pete, which is pretty big news. And obviously BYD and a number of others benefiting from this cash for clunkers.
Yeah, you know what? You put out incentives, it's amazing what things can happen, right? I mean, it's pretty incredible, quite honestly. And the fact that originally they were looking at maybe a loss of 43 cents. They're now looking more towards 18 cents on the loss side, John. Still a loss, but improving. The revenue's looking very strong. It was about 700 million. Now they're looking at 1.1 billion. So that's another part where you can put the feather in the cap. By the way, 18 billion cash versus debt on the balance sheet. So I would say these guys are pretty secure. They can wave through a lot of different storms. The stock, however, they've seen some storms. This stock is not that far off of the 52-week lows. It's making a 3% move today. But let's be honest, the stock's been as low as 6.5. It's been as high as 20. Last I looked, it was somewhere in the low 7 maybe area. So it's definitely something good for the day. It's a great story, but it's going to have to follow through for this to actually have this stock start to move dramatically to the upside. And that's a long ways from the 52-week highs right now.
Yeah, it's turned pretty nasty for them at times. And it's been nasty for lithium. It's been nasty for Tesla, for Lucid, for Rivian, for a lot of these EV stocks have been taken out to the woodshed this year, Pete. Some of them have made nice recoveries. Tesla was one of those from the April lows at the 140 back up over 200, but pulled back pretty hard and now struggling still, I think, a lot of these EV makers.